Welcome to Gear Modder. It's been a long time since I've done a video, but looking to get back into the swing of things. Just a lot has been happening over the last several months. But in this video, we're going to talk about how to get rid of that dreaded hill squeak. Let's get started. All right, so no matter what kind of boots you have, whether they're inexpensive or very expensive, if they're all leather or they have a lot of leather to them, oftentimes you'll get that heel squeak when you walk. These are my Danner Fort Lewis boots. Now that it's getting cold here in Arkansas, I figured I'd bring them out. These are 200-gram thinsulate, so need them for the warmth. But when I walked in these, I haven't worn them for a while. There was a squeak come from the heel. And so I'm going to show you how to fix that, or how I fix that. And hopefully this idea will work for you. When it comes to squeaking, oftentimes it's caused by two pieces of material rubbing together, whether it's here in the instep of the foot where the leather rubs against the tongue of the boot, or it's in the heel. And in the heel, I've found that it's often the heel cup, which is a plastic-like material, some kind of synthetic that's rubbing against the leather. And if you wear your boots a lot and you kind of wear them in really good, sometimes the bottom part of that heel cup that comes underneath the foot there will rub on the leather, and that's what's causing the squeak. So it's important to understand where the squeak is coming from. Sometimes it comes from back here, and the leather's rubbing against the leather inside. But today we're just going to talk about how to fix the one down here. You can send your boots in to Danner if your boots are from Danner, and they will tear the boot apart. They will fix it. They'll replace the heel cup. It's cost around $200 to replace it. These boots, brand new, are $300, I think. And so, will I have that done eventually? Sure, but I think for right now, there's still tons of life left in the sole. I think fixing it now just makes more sense, and now I'll send them in later to get repaired as needed. So again, hopefully this idea works for you, but the idea is to stop the heel cup from rubbing against the leather inside the boot. That's what's causing that particular squeak. Now, these also squeak back here. You can hear that a little bit. And that just happens when you have two pieces of leather together. This idea would work for that as well, with a caveat. And again, sometimes the squeak comes from the front. That just takes breaking in to get rid of that. So understanding that it's the heel cup rubbing against the leather on the inside of the boot that's causing the squeak, the only way to fix that is to get in between the leather and the heel cup and either glue them, which is how they come from the factory. They come glued, or put some sort of oil or something in there so that they don't rub. I went with the glue method. And the only way that I could find to glue these without tearing the boot apart or sending them in is to use a syringe. And these are easy to find. They're on Amazon, super cheap. And what I did was I filled it with super glue. So you drop the super glue in there in advance, and then you push the plunger in, and the glue will sit there until you apply it. Please be very careful when you're dealing with syringes. Make sure that you don't hurt yourself. But what I ended up doing was I put the syringe right here. So you have in the back of the boot, you have the here, I'll come up close. You have the stitching that was already there. You can usually find where the leather was already punctured. Then it's really easy just to insert that needle in that hole and push it in there all the way. Don't bend that needle. Got to be really careful with that part. But if you get it all the way in there, you can usually feel where the heel cup bends. And once you get it in there pretty good, you can apply the super glue. You do have to take your time with this. Don't rush it. You don't want the super glue to start pouring out. You really want to make sure that needle's in a good spot. If it's not good, then retract that needle and apply it maybe in a different hole and try to get it in there. Again, as deep as you can get it. Halfway is pretty good. So if you notice, I'm already probably about 1/2 inch into between the heel cup and the leather, and then you apply the super glue. I did it in a couple of places, and then you just let it dry. So that solved my problem with the heel cup squeaking. Again, there are other places where it can squeak. And so, for example, if yours is squeaking back here, usually this is on taller boots or boots that are all leather. You can do the same method. Just take a syringe, fill it full of some sort of leather oil, needs foot oil perhaps. You want to make sure that the syringe will actually be able to pump that liquid without getting clogged up. But you can just stick it through here. Again, the leather, in between the two pieces of leather, and fill it full of that boot lotion or boot oil, whatever you want to use. And that'll stop the squeaking from happening back here as well. So just wanted to share that thought real quick. I have some more videos coming, but just wanted to get back into the swing of things. All right, that's it for this video. Please let me know what you think. Let me know if this idea works for you. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, this is Gear Modder signing out.